So what are those middle class habits keeping you in the rat race? In this video today, we are going to be looking at the 6 middle class habits keeping you in the rat race. But before we go further, it is good that we understand the concept of the words in the title. The first is middle class. Middle class refers to those category of people in the society that can be regarded as well-educated people, such as doctors, lawyers, teachers, accountants, so on and so forth. This group of people have good job, they make a moderate level of income, they live a comfortable lifestyle, but they are not very rich and also they are not very poor. They can be regarded to as the working class. And they work within the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. How about rat race? Rat race is a phrase that refers to the repetitive and this unending struggle for success without a clear end point. It refers to the working circle of the working class. And when we talk about this working circle, it is these workers waking up early in the morning, preparing for work, going to work, doing the same activity in their offices, and at the end of the month, they are getting their monthly salary. This activity is what they repeat for a significant aspect of their life. So it is like a rat in a maze that keeps running round and running round with no way out. Without further ado, let's look into the 6 middle class habits that is keeping you in this rat race. The first middle class habit is job immobility. And what do we mean by job immobility? Job immobility simply means you limiting your ability to change your job and your careers to better jobs and better opportunities in other locations. Most middle class workers are not interested in leaving their comfort zones in search of better jobs and better opportunities in other places. They give excuses like income consistency, promotions, and salary increases as some of the reasons why they decided not to leave their comfort zone in search of better jobs. Giving these excuses as a middle class worker will only end up keeping you in this rat race for a significant period of your life. When we talk about better jobs, location is a very important factor in bringing about better jobs. Now take for example, an accountant in the United States is subject to an average annual salary of $62,000, whereas an accountant of equal status in Nigeria is subject to an average annual salary of $5,000. The difference in this salary is based on location. Research has shown that there is a likely increase of about 20 to 30% in your monthly or weekly salary when you move to another job or you change your job within the same neighborhood. Well, whereby there is a shift in your job from one location to another location, or maybe from one country to another country, there is this expected increase of about 80 to 110% rise in your salary. So regardless of whether it is within your neighborhood or outside your neighborhood, it is good that we constantly change our job so that we can increase our income. And when there is an increase in income based on the fact that you've located a better job than the previous one you had, it will bring about financial stability, increase in savings, and likewise increase in our investment. And very importantly, it will bring about you exiting that rat race in the quickest time possible. The second middle class habit is job targets. It is worth noting that your reason or your target for getting a job will determine if you will be stuck in the rat race or if you will exit the rat race. You have to ask yourself this question: what is my target for looking for a job? Or what is my target for getting a job? And there are 2 standard reasons why you get a job. The first reason is for you to earn a living. And the second reason could be that you want to earn a living, you want to gain experience, and you want to use that experience towards your independence. What is the reason you are working currently? Is it to earn a living, or is it to get experience and work towards your financial independence? Majority of workers in the middle class section work for the first reason, which is solely to earn a living. And when you work for just earning a living, it will keep you stuck in that rat race circle for a very long period of time, which leads to no financial reward at the end of the day. Why those who stick to the second reason of getting a job, to get experience from that job, to advance their career and go in pursuit of their personal business or private companies, will not be stuck in the rat race. In fact, it will bring about financial independence, financial security, a balanced work life, and job satisfaction, because they know what they are working for. So your focus when getting a job or wherever you're working currently shouldn't be just earning a living. It should include getting experience so that you can work towards building your financial independence. This is because regardless of the amount of salary you are being paid by your employer, it can never be enough to settle your financial goals, and also it will never guarantee your financial stability. So learn to work towards the second reason of getting a job and not the first reason. The third middle class habit keeping you in the rat race is financial illiteracy. So many middle class workers are guilty of this particular habit. Financial illiteracy means you not having the ability to control your finances, to command your money. And when I mean commanding your money, I mean making decisions, good quality financial decisions on how to save your money, how to invest your money, and how to grow your money. There are so many middle-class workers out there who get a very good amount of salary on a monthly basis, but they are still stuck in the rat race. And not just that, they are wallowing in a very huge river of debt. This is because they are lacking a very important ingredient in the journey of financial freedom, and that is financial literacy. Having the knowledge of how to invest your money, when to invest it, where to invest it, and what to invest it on are very critical questions that you need to ask yourself, and you need the knowledge to these questions for you to be able to manage your finances in the best way possible. You will agree with me that it is better you make a moderate amount of money and have sound financial wisdom than to make huge amount of money with no financial wisdom. Being financially literate is very, very important, regardless of your profession or your career. When we talk about this financial literacy, they are not something that is far-fetched. Getting financial books, attending seminars on finance, watching financial videos such as this particular video, and also listening to financial forecasts and even consulting financial experts are different ways you can get financial literacy. So financial illiteracy is very costly. You should work towards your financial intelligence, build it up so that no matter the amount of money you make, it will not affect your financial position. The fourth middle class habit is relying on one source of income. It is a very risky adventure for you as a salaried worker to rely on a single source of income. It means you are at the mercy of your employer. And not just that, you will also be exposed to high level of debt to your employer and also to other third-party creditors. To break out of this rat race circle, you need to expand your income sources. And there are various ways you can expand your income source. You can leverage on your experience to start up a personal business, a side business, or even leverage on your skills by offering services online, freelancing, or invest your savings in real estate, stocks, or bond. And also, you can look into real sectors such as agriculture. Salaried jobs are very flexible, and within the next minute, you can lose your job. They are subject to changes in the economy. The COVID-19 period taught us so many good lessons that depending on one source of income is the worst disadvantage that you can give to yourself. So in order not to face financial crisis, don't just rely on one income source. Otherwise, you will be stuck in the rat race. The fifth middle class habit keeping you in the rat race is keeping up with the Joneses. I believe majority of us would have heard of this phrase before now. Keeping up with the Joneses simply means you living your life according to the script of others. You want to do what your colleagues or your friends are doing. You want to live the lifestyle that they are living. You forgot that your colleague at work or your friends may have other sources of income that you may not be aware of, or rather, they have a different financial goal or financial plans that are different from your own. So for the fact that your colleague or your friend bought an expensive phone or an expensive clothes doesn't mean that you should do the same. I've seen this particular habit in places where I've worked. They are very common among middle-class workers, and I think they should correct this particular habit because your financial plan differs from that of your colleague at work. We should learn to live within our means. We shouldn't be influenced by external factors. Your determination and your financial goal should lead your life, and as long as those spendings are not adding towards you exiting that rat race, they are not adding towards your financial independence or your financial stability or your financial security or even balancing your work life, you must learn to cut down on these things and control your finance. And that is why being financially literate is very important. You need that wisdom to direct your finances to the right place and where it should go. The sixth middle class habit keeping you in the rat race is seeking employers' gratification. It is important that wherever we find ourselves or in whatever work environment we find ourselves, we should give our best to whatever we do. But in a situation whereby your entire focus and your emphasis of working in that particular environment is just to please your employer, it is not the best decision. It is not to your own financial advantage. You must work towards your own self-reward. And when I'm talking about your self-reward, I'm talking about you working to see that you've taken one step in that journey of becoming financially stable. So working to please your employer for reward like salary increases or even job promotion or for job security will end up keeping you in the rat race circle. And it will not bring about your financial stability. You must understand that the demands of employers are insatiable, and these demands cannot overall be accomplished by just one individual or by just one employee. You must stay true to yourself, to your ideas, and to your vision, and work towards your self-reward of taking a step that is contributing towards your financial independence and your financial security. And very importantly, taking you out of that rat race. So those are the 6 middle class habits keeping you in the rat race. In a quick recap, they include job immobility, job targets, financial illiteracy, relying on one source of income, keeping up with the Joneses, and lastly, seeking employers' gratification. When you correct these 6 middle class habits, you will find out that you are working towards being financially free and you are exiting that rat race in the quickest time possible. So what are those other middle class habits that you think are keeping people in this rat race? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you've gotten value from these videos so far, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share these videos to your friends and your families who are into this working class circle and need to be aware of these particular habits. If you enjoyed this video, here is another value-packed video on personal finance. I encourage you to watch this video because there are a lot of things to learn from this video over here. Go check out that video. I will see you there. And thank you for watching. I am Chinyere-anyikaeme.